welcome. Welcome to the workshop How to Build a Strong and Trusting Team. So, my name is Marjke Hetzel, and my training partner over here is Hota Lin. And some of you are probably wondering, what happened to my knee? Well, I fell down on a scooter here in Taiwan, but today I don't want you to focus on my knee, I want you to focus on Hota and me. So let's start. This is the agenda of today. First we're going to introduce ourselves. After that, Hota will give you objectives. Then we'll play a coaching game all together. I will explain the coaching styles, and Hota will tell you in which kind of situation, what kind of coaching styles you can adapt, and a nice conclusion. So first, Hota, please introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you for coming. And I'm Hota Lin. I'm an MBA student in Human Resource Management. Okay, and as the life outside of school, I love film editing, music, and traveling around. I also love to participate in activities during my school life. So I have some experiences of being a leader or follower, and these are some of my experiences. And I was also the leader of department volleyball team when I was in college. And as you can see, the guy with the broken arm was me. It was a car accident. But the most important thing is that even when I have a broken arm, I'm still leading our team. I'm still coaching our team members. Yeah, so I believe that leadership and coaching is really important for me. And I believe that all of you have some kind of experiences participating in activities or being a team leader. So it will also be more easy for you to learn how to build a team. So by the next 40 minutes, please join me and Marjke.
Thank you. So my name is Marjke Hetzel. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm partly Dutch and partly German. My mother is from the Netherlands, and my father over here, who's taking photos of me, he's from Germany. He's from Germany. And I study in Amsterdam. I do a bachelor trade management focused on Asia. In 2012, I have my first Mandarin diploma at the Beijing Normal University, and currently I'm exchange student here. You're probably wondering why 2 universities in Asia and why trade management followed on Asia. Well, I have a big passion for Asia, and this passion is influenced by my parents. They have lived in China for 2 years, a long time ago, and I see a lot of Chinese art at our home. A lot of Taiwanese and Chinese friends of my parents are visiting us, and moreover, also my parents took me a lot of holidays to Asia. And what do I like about Asia so much? I like Asia because the main difference between Asians and Western people is that the Asians are collectivistic. They have a collectivistic view, and the Western people have an individualistic view. And I believe that with team building and working together, like how the Asians do it, you will have a better and faster and more succeeding outcome if you all work together. And that's why today I want to focus on team building. And now Hota will tell you the objectives of today.
Okay, so why are you coming here, right? Well, in order to be a successful leader, you as a leader must develop a highly motivated team, a team with high confidence, motivation, and engagement. Well, so how should we build this kind of team? The answer is coaching. Yes, and well, I want to ask one question first. Do anyone know what is the differences between coaching and training? Confused, right? Well, coaching focuses more on enhancing performances and is usually a one-on-one process. So it means a leader to a follower. Yes, and it happens in the workplace. Training focuses more on passing your information and teaching the information. Also, it occurs generally in groups and sometimes delivered by an external organizations. So you, as a leader, you need to coach your followers individually. And remember that a bad leader will only use one coaching style to deal with every kind of followers. However, a good leader, a great leader, will use different kinds of coaching styles to deal with the team members, every team members. Yes, and that is what we're going to teach you in this workshop. So now let's start about the workshop. And Marjke, could you please explain?
Yes, let's play a game. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. Are you ready? So,
ready?
Are you ready? I can hear you.
Yes. Right.
You had already a lot of lectures today, I think. So let's play this game. I'm going to explain to you the rules. We're going to divide you into groups. Groups of 4 people. And one of you has to be a leader. So you choose one leader. After that, the leader will come to me and I'll explain the leader what he will have to explain to his team members later on. So 3 others are going to be team members. Team member 1 is going to be blindfolded, so you're going to be blind. Team number 2 is going to be one of his hand is going to be on his back, the best hand you have. So if you're right-handed, you put your right hand on the back. If you're left-handed, put the left hand on your back. And then team number 3, just read what's on your card and play your role. 3 of you, don't forget this, you're going to get cards and you have to play the role which is explained on your card. And try to really play it because the other group didn't really play it well. So next to the fact that you're blind or having your hand, also really play what's on your card. Then we're going to give you 3 minutes and you're going to complete the task the leader has explained to you. And after that we're going to see how many tasks you can do. So let's get it started. Please choose a leader.
Oh, maybe groups. Maybe 3 people in a group is okay. So maybe 4 and 3.
Maybe one of you can join. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can go. Over there also have 4 already?
That's 4. 4 and 4.
Okay. Then
So now choose a leader. Choose a team leader.
Yes.
Two leaders, please come forward.
Yeah, leaders.
Choose a leader and how many leaders do you have? 1, 2, you're leader number 1?
Now, team members can start. You can pass it now. Leader. Leaders come forward, please.
1, 2, 3.
One more leader here.
Yeah, we group
Leader. 1, 2, 3, 4 groups, correct?
And you can take a seat.
I'm going to show you.
Then I will be just do one.
Everybody say raise the card.
These are your
Okay.
members. These are your cards. You can pass it down. You are to members.
This is the C-suite.
Okay, so this is for the blindfolded stuff. Yes, if you are to remember once, you use one, and remember 2. You blindfold.
Now you're already almost there.
This is your blindfolded stuff.
Of course, let's try to make the corners
This is your
like
blindfolded
this.
stuff.
It's more like that.
Yeah.
And then maybe it's 6. It has to be 6. Your hands. Oh,
Okay, so now read your card first and remember your role of yourself. And the leader will come back in a few minutes. Oh, 3 minutes, right? Or 5 minutes.
Yes. And if you want, you can always come back to me. Yes.
Oh, you are good at being blindfolded.
Take care. Aneta?
Yes, thank you.
Come on. Wait for you.
I'm waiting.
If you sign.
Co těžký ty otázky? To nejtěžší. Co?
Everybody has some
Don't be nervous, don't be nervous. Take your seat.
Okay, everybody ready?
Take your seat, please.
Everybody ready? Yes. Here we go. Start.
3 minutes.
Don't forget to play your roles, guys.
Remember that leaders cannot touch the paper, please. Two minutes.
Yeah, of course. You can help each other in the way you want. You help each other, and if you speak a better language, then you understand each other better and do it like that.
Marjke, should we already play your role?
Yes!
Yes?
Yes, everybody play your role. Don't forget to play your role. Okay. Play your role, guys.
Yeah. Now you do the edges. And the edges?
Team member 2. Don't forget to play your role.
And then draw 6. Who's the number 2 outside the...
You're team number 2.
Dots? Oh my gosh. Okay, wait.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
There you go. Hello, 30 seconds.
Ten more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Please put everything down. Everybody can see it again if they want. So fun. Take your seat.
Very good doing the
Everybody, please sit down. Sit down again. Yeah, this kind of.
Okay, please take your seat.
I don't know what's the point. Yes, you can sit down. So how did it go? How did it go? Here, who is the leader? You were the leader. So how many hammers do you have?
We have, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Wow, does someone has more than 5 hamburgers? I think you had the highest. How did you do that?
I just explained how to do it, and then I helped the blind person to do it, because it was the hardest one to do it.
Yeah.
You know, the others they understood it, but the blind person doesn't see the procedure very well.
Yes.
So you have to help him step by step how to do it. And he was very good too, so.
He was very good. So you coached him very well. You helped him the most. You paid the most attention to him because he had the less ability to help you. Okay, who had like only 1 or 2 or what less? How many had you? Who's the leader? You're the leader. Zero. Oh, what happened? What he really has the lowest one of the class. So what happened? What went wrong? Ability. You had 2 team members who have low ability because one is blind. Girls? So because one is blind and one has only 1 hand, right? So it's low ability. And what about the third team member? The third one who had both eyes and both hands. How did he act with you? Was he helpful?
Sorry, I don't know what you mean.
Maybe you can translate it.
第三位那个他表现怎么样？然后他帮助你，对吗？
No, it's not helpful. Did you play your role?
So you have 0.
0. Yeah, it's hard. It's a pity, but it's hard in a team to have so many hamburgers built with 2 people with low ability, right?
Yeah, and people with blindfolded and people with only 1 hand. It will be hard.
It would be hard, yes. So, and this team, who's team member 2? You're team number 2?
No, I was blind.
You're number 1, 2.
Yeah.
And what role did you play?
Well, I had a hand because I had a scooter accident, and she was helping me to draw the dots while offering me her palm, so I was writing on her palm.
And but what was on the card? What was your task to play your role?
Be a bit reluctant and not to be willing to do the tasks properly.
Not willing to do the tasks. So basically, 2 things are very important with team members. You always have to see whether their acceptance of you coaching them or telling them what to do is high or low, or their ability. That's what you notice with this play. So I'm going to show you one thing, which is the coaching approach quadrant. Here it is. And here you can see 4 different kinds of coaching approach a leader can adapt to each of his team member. So coaching approach number 1, and choose. 2, delegate. 3, sell. Or 4, tell. And based on the acceptance or ability of your team member, you can change your kind of coaching to every team member. So how are you going to act to him? Are you going to sell your things, what the team member has to do? Are you going to tell or choose or delegate? And I'm going to go through all of them so you understand them better.
I'll use Chinese to explain
Maybe,
a little bit.
yes,
Yes.
that's a good idea.
Allow me to use Chinese.
好，就是当你在训练一位员工的时候呢，你要依照他的训练意愿以及他的能力，将员工分成4个区块。然后像刚刚玩的那个游戏，比如说被绑眼的那个员工，他虽然眼睛被绑起来，他能力比较低，不过他如果非常有意愿接受训练的话，那这时候身为领导者就可以用告知，给他一些方向，给他一些教导他怎么做。然后如果你的员工就是像刚刚没有被眼睛绑起来，然后手也有2只的人，他能力会比较足够。那这时候领导者可以授权一部分责任给他。所以这个图呢是在告诉你，就是当你要教导指导你的员工的时候呢的一个工具以及一个理论这样子。
Thank you, Hota. Thank you. So I'm going to go through all of them. And in the meanwhile, I also draw the quadrant on both sides if you want to look back at how the quadrant looks like. So first, sell. Which team member do you think need to be have this approach, sell? Which one? Number 2. That's the one with 1 hand. That's correct. That's correct. Because sell, as you can see in the quadrant, he has a low ability because he only can use 1 hand. But his play role was also to always ask, why am I doing this? Do I really need to help with you? And how do I do it? I really need a reason to help you. So his acceptance of a leader telling him what to do was also very low. And that's why you have to give this team member a lot of attention. Furthermore, what you can do is build trust and acceptance. And one thing I would advise you is to develop a collective view. So go sit next to him, tell him why we're doing this, what is the goal, where are we going, what else is needed for him. Active support, supervised work, a lot of control, and put on some really clear deadlines. Next one, Cell. Who do you think in the team was that? Cell. One. Yes, the blind one, correct. Because he also has a low ability, but this one, as in his play role said on the card, is willing to help. What else can I do? Tell me, is there anything else? And because of this high acceptance of a coach being around him and being coached, he needs coaching and training. Just be there for him, tell him what to do. This kind of team member, you can see that he's always very motivated. Next one, delegation. Delegation was team number 3 because he has a high ability and a high acceptance. So because of this, he will probably be able to do the work already. He's a good and smart person in your team. You can trust this team member. You can even leave the room and let him do the work himself. Therefore, you give him a lot of freedom. Also appreciate him, because this kind of guy, he knows what he's doing. Encourage to take responsibility. Provide interesting and challenging tasks. And one more thing, involving in decision making and generating ideas. Why? Because he's most likely the most smartest team member, and he knows what he's doing. You can invite him to the meetings, and he will most likely come up with a lot of ideas and help you with this kind of things. Then the last one, which was not in your group, but me and Hota are going to do a short play role, and you will notice what enthuse means. It's the one who has a high ability and a low acceptance, so he's not really accepting. I'll be a team member, and he's my leader.
Yes.
I'm working.
Hey Marjke, how has your job been done?
Very well. We have to hand it in 2 weeks, and I'm on schedule.
2 weeks? How about we do it in 1 week?
Well, I think we can do it just in 2 weeks, like how we said we're going to do it. I'm able to do it. It's already going well.
Yeah, but if you do it in 1 week, then you will receive the salary very quickly, and then we could start another task, and you will receive more salaries.
More salaries?
Yeah.
And another task?
Yes, another task. Challenging task.
Challenging task?
Yes.
Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe. What can we do?
We will discuss later.
So as you could see, because I have a low acceptance in the beginning, I have the feeling I already can do it, so I don't need your help. But because he enthused me with different salaries, and we can do more tests if we do it now, I'm willing to do my job within 1 week. You understand it all? Yes, very good.
Here.
Oh. That's what happens when you play a role. You lose your things. So, what I want you to understand is that as a leader, you have to understand your team member, and you have to adapt to each one of them. They all need a different approach, and try to use this tool for this kind of leadership. Now I want to ask Hota to provide you some situations, and you can have to adapt to every situation a different kind of coaching style.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so now you have noticed about the 4 coaching styles. The next part is like a small quiz, but don't feel pressure. I will give you some situations that may happen to you when you are in a workplace. Think about this situation and the coaching style that the leader can use, and the reason why the leader can use this kind of coaching style. Okay, so situation 1. Imagine that you are a team leader, and you have just been put in charge of leading your team. Well, as far as you can tell, they only have few of the necessary skills to reach your goal. However, you know that they are willing to reach the goal, and they are motivated to learn.
Okay, so in this situation, as a team leader, what kind of coaching style can he or she use? You want to make a guess? A little bit confused, right? Okay, the first thing you need to think about is that do the team members has high acceptance or low acceptance? It means that are they willing to be coached or are they not willing to be coached? Well, based on this situation, as you can see, they are motivated to learn and they are willing to do the job. So actually their acceptance are high. However, their ability is not high enough. So based on this tool, a leader can use tell to coach him or her. Yes, and what does the team members need at this kind of situations? Anybody knows? Directions, right? They need some supervision or direction to get them started. A leader can give them what, where, how, and when to do the task. Because they are very motivated to learn and they are willing to reach the goal. So after you give your employee a specific directions to coach him and to tell him what to do, then your employee's performance will increase. Okay, this is for situation 1. And situation 2 happens in a hotel, which is the place I want to go. So, John, he has been a front desk agent for about 2 years, and he is very good at dealing with the duties of front desk. He is also very motivated to his job, and he is now learning to be a front desk manager position. Okay, this is John. And tonight, the hotel's rooms are all oversold. One regular guest arrived, and John explained to him about the situation. But the guest becomes very unhappy. At this moment, a new front desk manager overhears them. Okay, so in this kind of situation, what should the new front desk manager use for coaching style? Take a guess. Delegate? Yes, that's right, it's delegate. Well, we know that John has high acceptance and high ability because he can handle things very well. So as a leader, you could delegate him. You could let him to do the decisions first. Well, another question is that, what if the new manager interfered and deal with the guest himself? Or what if the manager make decisions for John? How will John feel at that time? Will John feel happy if the manager? No, right? The manager might think that he has saved the day. However, for John, John's respect and trust for the manager will become bad because John could actually do a very good job. And the employees with high ability and high acceptance, they don't want to be ignored. They want to show their performance. Yes. So it will be good for the manager to let John do decisions first. And I want to mention about one more thing. Is delegate just giving all your responsibilities to your followers? Sounds weird, right? No, it's not like this. Delegation is not that you just give all your responsibilities to your followers and then you could go to have fun, to go to play golf. No, it's not like that. Delegate is actually you give your followers the permission to make decisions aligned to the goals. So in this kind of situation, what the manager could do, the best way he could do is that he could let John to make the decisions first, and then make sure if John has made the decisions aligned to the goals. And if John made a very good performance, then the manager can praise for his performance, and John will feel motivated. So in this case, it is also very important when we talk about retaining talented people in the company. Okay, so this is for situation 2. And last situation is Tom. Tom, he is an executive, HR executive. He shows his outstanding performance in his workplace. And he also led the division to deal with many kinds of human resource problems. However, Tom is sometimes stubborn, and he thinks that he deserves a higher position. So, well, based on this situation, what could the leader use? Teaching style. Can you guess? Think about it. Enthuse. I heard enthuse. Right? Yes, that's enthuse. Well, you think about that. Tom, he has high ability, right? He led the division to deal with many human resource problems. However, sometimes he is stubborn in the ways of doing things, so his acceptance may be lower. So manager can enthuse him. Manager can give him support to fire up his motivation, fire up his engagement and confidence. Sometimes the leader can just make decisions for Tom, but instead what the leader should do is to let John do the decisions, but the leader can support him while in this process. So enthuse your employees in this kind of situation. Well, so these are the situations, and in your handout, you have your handout.
Please take your book.
Yeah.
We want to see if you pay some attention.
This is an important tool for coaching. So if you turn to page
20.
20, oh yes,
Page
20.
20. You will see this, and you connect the dots.
Yep, you can line this up. So think about if this employee, he or she has low ability and low acceptance, what should the leaders do? Coaching staff should.
Anyone?
Yeah. Page 20. If the employee has low ability and low acceptance, it's
Which one?
you can look at the picture. Cell. Yeah, that's right.
So, correct.
Correct. Okay, number 2. High ability but low acceptance. Yes, it's like Tom. He's stubborn sometimes, so enthuse him. So third one, low ability but high acceptance. You need to tell him or her directions. And last one, high ability but high acceptance. Yeah, there's only one that. It's delegate. Yes.